Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity. And let me be the first to say welcome to Friday. Yep, I've had a good week this week. I hope you have too. Right, I have a personal haul, and I'm going to go straight into it. And I've got my ruler. I found it. It was hiding under my glass mat, so I can do some measurements. And that is the first thing that I treated myself to, and it is basically a cascade of doilies. I just absolutely love that. That's going to look great down the edge of a page. It's going to look great on a card. It's going to go on an envelope. It's just really, really pretty. I absolutely love it. Now, I am going to be up on Monday, and I'm going to cut these out and make something. So we'll make on Monday. Right, so I'm doing the cut lines and cut line to cut line, getting it in there. I am going to say, oh, because that's just over a fraction, it's just shy of 5 3/4 inches. So it's really, really lovely. And then the width of that, and that's Bo Barkin, bless him, I am going to say is, ooh, what is that? 2 3/8. So it's just a really, really pretty die. And I'll stop moving it around, pop it over there, because then you'll be able to look at it without me sending the camera all blurred. And the next up, Lacy again. And I've got this one. Look at the detail in that. Isn't that just gorgeous? I absolutely love that. And you can, of course, because you've got you know, sort of like definitive areas between each one of those, I don't know what you call those, peaks and valleys, between the valleys, you could score there and you could make a rosette too. So I just really love that. And of course you can go one either side, you know, on a slim line. I'm going to measure this and have your sentiment strip or your flowers or what have you running up through the center. So my measurement on that is 7 3/4, and then the height, I'm doing the cut line 2 1/8, but just really pretty. I'll put it that way around again. Next up, I've got myself a cute little frame. Things like this are really, really sweet for making, you know, central points. Like you could put a flower into that and it's going to make a really great embellishment. It will actually cut the center out for you too. A little portrait frame where you've stamped a little cute critter or something, and that can look really, really sweet going on there. But things like this are also great for making little Christmas ornaments, because all you have to do is put your die down the correct way, draw around it, and you've got a backer. And then you can put, you know, your sort of like Christmas image or whatever image, your Easter, because of course people have Easter feather trees and Halloween feather trees, and I am a big fan of feather trees. I used to have a lovely Bethany Lowe one, and when I moved here I lost it. So who knows where it went. So that is 2 3/4 inches and 2 3/4 inches, but once again cute, and kind of going with my little lacy bit going on here. Now I'm going to go to my doily, because that's another lacy thing, and it's crocheted. We're going to get close into that. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? I'm an absolute fiend when it comes to doilies. I just love them. You can just layer them up and put them behind anything. I mean, that would make a great, I'm looking for the word for it now. You know, the windmill things that you get on sticks. What are they called? I can't think of it. Put it in the comments below. But you could cut a couple of those in a pretty white or an off-white. You've got a center point there that's a poke hole, but you know that you can put that down on your die cut, poke it with your pokey tool so you know where to put your brad. And if you're doing a sort of like Mad Hatter's tea party or something, you're going to have these beautiful little lacy windmills on gold straws or something like that, and maybe even put like a little teapot icon or something in the center. So, you know, just not for a card on its own. You can use things like that for so many things. But, you know, as a is it called a wind spinner? It might be a wind spinner or just a windmill. I'm sure there's a proper name for it, but it's just not coming to me. I might need another cup of coffee. But, you know, perfect for doing a little Lacy and Victorian tea party. Or even cut a couple in gold foil cardstock and make a pretty base for a cupcake. 4 inches. So it is a really lovely size. Yeah, it's 4 inches. 4 inches all over. Love it. Right, and I'm digging through my pile and I'm getting to my next lacy bit, and this is my final lacy piece, and basically what that is a piece of cut lace. So it's quite literally, it looks like, you know, you've had a long roll of lace and just cut a piece off the roll. Isn't that gorgeous? Going to make a fabulous back panel. And I do love a lot of this sort of like crisscrossing that goes on because it's quite gothic. And you can put a skull there, you can have a whole Halloween scene going on there, or it can be something, you know, very pale and worn and tattered and faded, so you can go pretty and you can go Halloween with something like that because it has got that lovely gothic touch to it. So yeah, measurements. Right, whoops. And as I'm doing all this, I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I hope the seller's still got them, otherwise I won't be able to link them below. It's 4 3/4 inches tall and then 3 inches across. So just really lovely. Love it. Great on a book page too, or a book cover. Right, now moving away from the lacy, and I got myself some little stars, because of course we're coming to the 4th of July. Now I believe that this layer fits on here, and I think it's this one or this one that fits on here, so that you can have teeny weeny little shakers if you want to. But I will measure the biggest star, and I think that's the dotty one. But things like this are really nice cut from foil. That's 1.5 inches. Yeah, 1.5 inches for the biggest one. But I just think, you know, things like that are really useful and cute. You can cut them all out and you could, you know, sort of stick them all together, get some twine, and you can have some star-shaped balloons as well. So I got that one. And then, of course, hearts, because we can never have enough hearts. And once again, you can see that's going to emboss a pattern into those. So you've got plain ones, you've got dotty ones, quite prim looking, that shape, which is really sweet. Really like that. And of course, if you keep your touch new marker or whatever marker it is you're using, and you use the bullet end, or shall I say the broad tip, upright, you can go over that, and all you're going to do is hit the high points so that you can get 2 tones if you want to. But I'll measure that biggest heart. Yep, get that the right way around again. And it is 1 3/4 inches high on the biggest one. But I just think that's really lovely. And of course those are a set really. So yay. Next one is a bookmark or a very long tag. So you've got, I'm going to lay it down so that it fits in. There we go. You've got the gorgeous loop top. You've got the postal edge. This cuts out just a frame. This is your solid base. But isn't that lovely? I love that. The simplicity of it is just so nice. So we get a close-up there. So that's going to make a really nice bookmark or a tag. And the height, I keep doing that. The height is 6 inches. And then the width is 2 inches. So you can see, because you've got a frame, I mean really that is quite sufficient. So you could actually turn this into a shaker if you wanted to. So you could make a shaky bookmark or a very nice gift tag, because you've got plenty of space on there to do all kinds of things. So I've got myself that one. And then this, which is 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, it will cut out 18 reinforcers in one pass. So I absolutely love that. So if you're somebody who likes to get your punch tools out and stuff and start poking holes in things to make pages, just a really, really quick and easy way to get a ton of reinforcers onto those holes. Because, you know, in some die sets, they only give you one. You know, if you're lucky, you might get two. So it's just really great to have something that you can just run it through on different colours or patterns of cardstock and do that. So I will measure the size of that reinforcer if my eyesight will allow. And, ooh, I'm going to say it's 6/8. That's how wide it is. But if I put my thumb on there, I haven't got very big hands, actually. I'm only a small person. I'm only like, yeah, 5'2½". But I think the ½ inch has vanished with age. I'm probably just 5'2". But if I put my little finger on there, you can kind of see that it is going to cover, you know, the ring binders and things like that that you get in your planner pages and whatnot. So it's just really useful to be able to cut out that many. And then last but not least is my chicken wire. Oh, isn't it gorgeous? Absolutely love that. You can cut out the whole thing in silver foil. You can crop the bit out there and you can lay it over a solid piece. This is meant to be sort of like wood grainy, gnarled wood. So, you know, you're either going to cut it all in silver and then crop the frame section to lay it back over. But if you like your cute chickens and roosters and little critters and farmyard animals, that's a great one. It's also going to be great if you put foam underneath this section here all the way around to elevate it, and you've got some nice ivy and foliage and wildflowers, and have that going up there like a trellis, because you can just weave them in and out. So that's why I got that. You just kind of look at things and just know that you're going to be able to use it for more than one item. And I am going to say cut line to cut line, 5 1/8. That's how big I think that's going to be. And then we're at 4 inches across. But I just think that's great. Make a nice box lid as well. You know, for Easter, putting little eggs and little chicks or something into a little box as a gift. So I think that's a really, really nice one. And there are actually 3 more dies that I need to get, which are barbed wire, chicken wire, and, you know, like that galvanized chain fence link. There's a die like that. So I've got those 3 at the top of my list at the moment, which I need to place an order for. Right, I thank you so much for watching. I will be up on Monday to play with these, and you have an absolutely awesome weekend. As usual, all links below. Bye.